Yo, what up, YouTube? I was watching some of the Democratic debates last night, and like most people, the person that stood out the most to me this time, undeniably, is Marianne Williamson. Right, Marianne Williamson. I caught some of her in the first debate, and you know, she did come across as somebody, you know what I mean, off the scale. Like, you know what I mean, she didn't articulate well. She didn't even come across as stable. You know what I mean? Maybe it was just the first debate thing, nervousness. I don't know. But she was easy to dismiss by the way she presented herself. She was easy to not take serious. But in the second debate, man, she was crispy. I mean, she was sharp. She was articulate. And I mean, she came with it, man. And she laid out her thoughts and ideas in a way that was very intriguing, especially for a person like me. And I'm going to tell you why, man. When she was asked the questions of reparations, she did not tap dance. She went straight to it, man, and said, yes, I'm 100% down for black people in this country to get what they deserve. It is owed reparations in the amount of, I think her figures were somewhere between 200 and 500 million. And she said at the very least, no, 200 and 500 billion, and at the very least $100 billion, right? At the very least. And, Don Lemon, he has the nerve to ask her, what makes you qualified to say, how much, reparations should be received? And once again, she came with it. She said, well, if you base it on the original promise of 40 acres and a mule for every family of four, right, and prorated, right, which I'm not sure that that's a correct number, it's probably even more, but at least she had some foundation, some realistic foundation for the number that she offered, right? And this is the wealthiest country in the world, and it is a debt that is owed. And I really respect her, man, for how she came, because these other candidates are hiding. When they say they're for reparations, listen to them close. That's not what they're saying. They're saying that they're for this thing. They have a name for it, NR40, or so, I don't know what they call it. But it is to form a commission to study whether reparations for black people is even viable, right? And they say, oh, I'm for it. I'm for it. And what they're saying that they're for is this commission to study the issue. They're not saying I'm for reparations. See, it's easy to say, yeah, I'm with it. You can study. I'll be out of office by the time they finish the study, right? And it's just a way of conning black voters into believing, man, I'm down with you. No, they're not down with us, man. They're just, once again, being politicians. And politicians are actors, man. They've been given a script by their millionaire supporters, right? And they can ad-lib and tweak the script, but basically they live by this script, by a political agenda. And they wouldn't dare deviate to be their own independent person or thinker, right? No, they're going to go by this script. They will not bite the hand that feeds them. Right be damned. Right be damned. I'm sticking to this script. This is what feeds my family. And this is where they come from, man. And they're all actors, man. Even when it seems like I'm speaking with compassion. Cory Booker is the main one with this goddamn intensified look on his face. It's BS, bro. You know what I mean? I've been aware of him for a long time. Don't fall for it, but I'm not singling him out. All of these people are this way. Every single one of them. Not one of them is a straight shooter or an honest player. Not one of them. Now, Marianne Williamson is somebody that I'm not about to endorse or tell you nothing about. I don't know enough about her. She's just now really coming on the scene in terms of politics. But from what I have read about her, she's very low on political affiliations. She's not some lifelong politician girl. And she's 67 years old. As a matter of fact, her background is in spirituality. You know what I mean? So I don't know whether she's been gotten to, whether she's a wooden puppet on a string, like most of these people are. And you know, come to find out, you know, the more we discover about her, we probably will find out that somebody has put a battery in her back and wound her up, and she done, you know, marched out on stage to say these things. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm willing to look deeper and see. I watched her Breakfast Club interview. Gave a pretty decent interview, man. And I looked into her background. I don't see a whole lot of strings attached to her limbs. You know what I mean? I don't see it as of right now. But I'm sure more will be revealed if she keeps gaining. You know what I mean? As of now, she's the most talked about, most searched on Google candidate from the debate last night. So she will be getting more attention, and we will find out more about her. But I like how she answered the question direct, and she didn't do this tap dancing thing and hiding behind this proposal to study it. Like, in her opinion, is what study what? When you owe, you owe. Now here's the other thing I like, man. On the Breakfast Club interview, when they asked about the reparations, like how it would be dispersed, she said basically that's not white people's business. That's not the government's business. You just give people, when I owe you money, I don't get to tell you what to do with it next or how to work. I just have to pay you what I owe you. And which leads me to, man, what I want to talk about right now is when people talk about reparations, right, they always talk about some black leadership commission and putting the money into education. Listen, man, you go to hell with a commission to tell me, like she said, about what you owe me. Cut me a check. Me. Don't send it to no school, no foundation. Send my money to me. If you want to pay me for what my ancestors suffered, right? For all the days and nights that they worked for absolutely free. Forget minimum wage. For free. Right? Double overtime and a half. Time and a half, double overtime, weekends, 7 days a week. If you want to pay me that money, pain and suffering, being terrorized, humiliation, all of this stuff, if you want to give me my money, right? See, when the Japanese, Ronald Reagan gave the Japanese families reparations for what happened to them in the 40s, being sent to internment camps. I think there were 120,000 of them sent there. 77,000 of them were American citizens. And they paid, I think, 80,000 families, $20,000 apiece. The money came in the mailbox to the home where they live at. Don't tell me you're going to give me money and you're going to put it in the trust of black leadership, black puppets, right? Who are in the pocket of white people, so they can redirect the money right back around to their own pocket. Don't play these games with us, man. Some people say all the niggas will do is buy Cadillacs. So what? You don't get to tell me what to do with the money that you owe me. Okay? Now, I will take some type of black advice, right? Some type of economic educational advisory meetings or something that is offered in terms of, economic advice, right? How we should best to invest. I'm down with coming to a few meetings, taking a few voluntary courses in my spare time. You know what I mean? But you don't give my money to somebody else and tell me that you gave something to me. The first time, you tell me that blacks is getting reparations. We're doing all college funds. We're setting up a trust fund where they can all go to college and you get a home loan. Man, go to hell, right? Because, I'm not a baby, and black people are not babies. Do not underestimate us, right? Like some people say, man, how you gonna give an alcoholic or a drug addict? Yo, listen, man, this is America. If you owe the man money and you agree that you owe the man money, give him the money. Let him decide. I think you'll be surprised to find out that once we don't have to worry, right, about the pain and the struggle of living beneath the poverty line, and you let out that sigh of relief, and you take that deep breath to know I don't have to worry. You understand? About where I'm going to lay my head, about my child's education, about my child's school clothes, about this cough I've been having and I don't have insurance to go to the doctor, about my child who I know has an issue, but I don't have money for therapy. Once you take this burden off of people, a lot of them going to put the bottle down, the crack pipe down. You understand? Because that is the cause of them turning to drugs and alcohol, medicating themselves against the pain of living beneath the poverty line in the land of riches, in the richest country in the world. It doubles the effect when you live where there's plenty and you can't get any. So just give us the money. That's the bottom line. Send the check in my name to my house, bro. The same way you did for Japanese Americans. And forget this commission leadership, little group that you're trying to gather of pastors. That's the last person I want involved. It's the community church. You understand? Matter of fact, pastors should be cut out of reparations. All right? Because you already got yours a long time ago and doubled our suffering as people. So listen, maybe that should be one of the rules of it. You understand? If you're one of these big time pastors with 3 and 4 Mercedes Benzes and a private plane, what the hell you need a reparation for? You understand? Send the checks to the people that the money is owed to, and then stand back. And if you're a racist and if you're a hater, stand back and worry. Because if you're stupid enough to believe what you've been taught about black people, that we dumb, ignorant, and lazy, and we're going to squander the money, man, bro, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. You're going to see black excellence come forward for real. And guess what? It will be without hate or malice. Nobody's going to go to white people say, nah. You understand? We are not your haters. We are not your racists. We are not the people that love to see other people down and out and suffering. You know, all this time of us living in this country, you should have been recognized. That's not what we're about, man. You know, we spread love. This is how we do it. The same way the Native Americans, invited the Europeans in, fed, clothed, and sheltered them. This is the way we are as a people. Don't nobody want to see you on your ass. You understand? Just because you're a different color from me. You know what I mean? The reason I don't like you is because you don't like me. You understand? I would be willing to help you. You give me a business. You understand? And in the neighborhoods that I'm from, you see a lot of white people walking around, man, at the bottom of the totem pole, on drugs, without a place to live, ain't washed in months. Hey, listen, bro, if I could help you, I would. I guarantee. Give me the reparation money. Give it to black people. As a matter of fact, right now in these neighborhoods where I see these white men that are addicted to drugs walking around with all these issues, they suffer the same pain of any other addict, but nobody's singling them out as the white boy that we gonna rob and whoop and take. Not any more than any other drug addict that's out here in the same struggle. You understand? So listen, man, hand over the money. Put the check in my name. Marianne Williamson. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see. Hey, you too, man. Get in the comment box, like, subscribe, don't forget. And let me say peace to you and your family. This is the Mind Spray, man. Peace.